Hello, welcome to another episode on my channel. So, in this episode, I'm going to be covering going to the airport from Nigeria with my family. I took off from the airport in Lagos. I know that there's an international airport in Abuja and other places in Nigeria, but I took off from the one in Lagos. And there's one thing you should know: your family members wouldn't really be allowed to go in with you. Yeah, they wouldn't be allowed to go in with you. So you want to do say all the goodbyes, and you want to have everything pretty much ready before you get to the airport. If you want to, go for lunchtime, please do, because they wouldn't be allowed to go in with you. So I remember, yeah, my dad and my mom and my siblings coming together with me to the airport. Wow, I miss them so much. Anyways, but yeah, I remember them going with me to the airport, and I had a sweater on me because I wasn't very sure if it was going to be too cold or not. So I wanted to be, let's say, safe. It's better to be on the safer side. So that was something I had done. I think it took me a little bit of time to check in. So one of the things I would encourage for you to do is you don't want to go to the airport an hour or two before your flight. I encourage giving it a 4 hours, like a good 4 hours, like time before the takeoff time, like time difference before the takeoff. You don't want to be rushing through it. It's going to take a bit of time to get checked in for international flight. So you don't want to be like panicking while you're on the queue. So I got checked in, and after I got checked in, I could come back out. So another thing you should know is that I was able to come out. So you're able to come out, but they are not able to come in. So when I was done checking in, I came back out to bid them goodbye, take pictures, make videos, all of those things. So you're able to do that too. I mean, go back out if you have enough time. So you want to be checked in, and then once you're checked in, you're able to go. Like, of course, anytime you're going back into the lounge for people that are going to take the flight, there's always a form of demarcation, like you would get checked in again. So you should also, even if you're stepping out, you should also give enough time for when you want to go back in, right? So after I took pictures with them, another thing is you want to buy food outside. It's only if you're okay like paying for the price of things. I didn't buy food outside. I went back in to eat, and it was way more pricey, and my parents had gone at the time, so I just paid for it. Yeah, and then I just spent time like talking to people. My dad said I shouldn't talk to anybody, but I spoke to the person beside me. It was my first time going on an international flight by myself, so I just wanted to like, oh, where are you going to? What are you doing? Kind of thing. Of course, I didn't take anything from anybody. I don't know if your family members have said that to you. Don't collect anything from anybody at the airport. Dear international, don't collect anything from anybody at the airport. I'm giving you the advice my father gave to me. So I didn't take anything from anybody. I just had some cordial conversations to like get more insight about how the flight would go, given that my flight was going to be for about 21 hours. Yeah. So we eventually took off, and I can remember, I think, was it about 30 minutes, an hour into the flight, they brought the first meal, like they brought food. Another advice: eat before you get on the plane. Eat African food. So if you're leaving and you're hungry, that's not advisable. So you could always get something to eat at the airport. The food was tasty. I think the food was good. I can't remember the name of the food. It's on display here, but I think I had something on the flight. There was headphones. I was able to watch whatever movie I wanted to watch. That was good. That kept me very engaged for the first 7 hours. My first flight was about 7 hours plus to Amsterdam, and I could remember getting to Amsterdam like late at night. So when I got to Amsterdam, I had this bag with me, and I took a trolley. So I was literally sightseeing. I went another thing you would see is that the international airport is so big. Most of those international airports are so big, so I spent a lot of time going around and checking and seeing different things. I think that was the first time I had McDonald's. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Like, yeah, I had a very nice time trying that food. So I was like so excited. So yeah, I think my layover was for about, I think, 7 hours. So I remember calling my family members to let them know that, oh yes, I'm already in Amsterdam. I have gotten this, I'm eating. I had some cash with me. I think I had my cash in euros. I think I had euros with me. So one thing you want, no, I think they only take euros in Amsterdam. I think I might have had USD, one of the two. I just know I had to convert my currency. So there's a currency exchange stuff at the airport, I encourage that whatever place you're going to have your stopover, maybe you should check it out so that you have the supposed currency you're meant to spend. It's only if your stopover is for 1 hour. If your stopover is for 1 hour, the number one thing you want to do is locate your gate. It could take you about 30 minutes to locate your gate. It's that big. The airports are they're very wide apart. So one of the things I want to encourage you to do is, before you even start exploring anything, go and check where your gate is at. You don't want to miss your connecting flight. If you're stepping out of the airport, especially for like a place like Amsterdam that you're able to step out and come back in, you want to give enough time. You don't want to step out and then miss your other flight. It's only if you have more money to spend, If you don't want to miss your other flight. I was trying to be safe, so I kept my exploration within the airport, right? Another thing is, after I explored the airport, I think I had spoken with some other people at the gate I was at, and those people were also going to Canada. So I met some people that were like exploring the airport too, and then they were going to a different province in Canada. Some were going to the same province as myself. I really didn't meet anybody going to my school, but I made very good connection, asked questions. Most of them were like, it was their first time, and for me it was like it was my first time too. But I met someone else that was going like to resume school, so you might meet people like that too. So it's good to like engage in conversations. But like I said earlier, don't collect anything from anybody. Don't take anything from anybody, like my dad would tell me. Yeah. So after all of that exploration, before I knew it, it was time to get on the plane again. My connecting flight from Amsterdam to Canada was about 7 hours again. I think 7 hours plus. Yes. And there is this thing on the plane that you're able to check where you are at and where you're going, how many hours is left. There was another like set of tasty meals that were served. One of the things I encourage that you do is you explore the airport, get something that you would love to eat, just in case you don't like what is served on the plane, so that you don't starve landing in a new country and trying to get food when you're meant to be settling in. So you might want to check out the airport to see something you might like, just in case you don't like anything. It's good, it's okay. You can always take tea or coffee or juice or something like that. Like I said earlier on, they serve food on the plane. Yeah, so you could check. I don't know if you're able to check the menu for the day. I'm not very sure. I'm not going to say that one. I'm not very sure on that. But it might not be something that's really your cup of tea. So I would encourage that you eat something before you get on the plane. 7 hours plus later, I landed in Canada, and I was super excited. In my next episode, I'll be covering after I landed, the things I did at the airport to get all set in and all settled before I moved forward. Like before I saw my cousin, before I left the airport altogether. I'll be sharing that in my next episode, just in case you've not liked and subscribed. Pretty please. I hope you like and subscribe to this video. Another thing is, if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. I am happy to answer you. Another thing is, share this video to someone that you know would need all this information. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Bye.